I'm here with Derby Telegraph Chief Football Writer Steve Nicholson. Steve, what's the injury update on Derby County defender Jason Shackell?
Yeah, I mean, Jason Shackell limped off in the first half of the game against Leeds on Tuesday night. Immediately, fans were on social media worried what's going to happen. Will he be out of the Middlesbrough game at the weekend? Paul Clement says the injury isn't as bad as feared. What happened was Jason went for a header, landed awkwardly, rolled his ankle, which can be painful, but although it's still a bit sore, apparently it's been described as a minor injury, and Paul Clement said that he spoke to Jason, he spoke to the medical staff, and both of those are confident or positive that Jason will be available to face Middlesbrough.
If it's bad news for Jason, I mean, what are the options for the Rams if he can't play against Middlesbrough?
Yeah, I mean, this was a big talking point last night. I mean, Jason Shackell went off last night with the score 1-0 for Derby, and Derby then conceded 2 goals, uncharacteristic goals as well. One was a mistake, or a couple of mistakes by Lee Grant, the goalkeeper, and then the second one was a header from 6 yards by Chris Wood. Not things you see from the Derby defence, certainly not this season, because their defensive record has been excellent. But you've got to remember that the back four has been very, very settled. And when you make a change, you know, Ryan Shotton coming on, he's played very little football. It's very difficult for him just to slot in and everything be watertight. It doesn't work that way in football. You know, it takes Ryan a bit of time to get going. I thought actually he did quite well second half. So, and you know, Ryan's not played much football. You've then got Alex Pearce, whose only start has been in the League Cup game this season. Jake Buxton hasn't played any first team football at all. So the combination of Richard Keogh and Jason Shackell is absolutely crucial at the moment. And as I say, it's fingers crossed that Jason will be okay. But if he's not, then say one of those others is going to have to step in.
There's also an injury update, Steve, on keeper Scott Carson and midfielder Craig Bryson.
Yeah, Scott Carson, as fans will know, has had this back problem. He's missed the last 6 games. I was told today that he's actually done some training with the goalkeeping coach today, out on the training pitch, which is a good sign. It suggests he's moving in the right direction with his back injury. Although Paul Clement says the Middlesbrough game will probably be too soon for Scott to be considered. Lee Grant then will continue. You know, again, Lee made a mistake against Leeds, but before that, in his games, his 5 games, he barely put a foot wrong, and actually he was very, very good in a number of those games. That happens. Again, you know, players make mistakes. If keepers make mistakes, it usually leads to a goal, and that's what happened last night. But I've got no problem at all with Lee Grant continuing in goal against Middlesbrough.